Finally, we got G5 Marksman Archer Heroes, which we have been waiting for a while, right? Of course, interest is high because since Magrat and Zaida, we got Falgrim and Sibyl, and actually, Falgrim and Sibyl was not better than Magrat and Zaida in terms of getting merits out in open field, right? Here, we are expecting these G5 heroes to be stronger than Magrat and Zaida because, well, it will be unfortunate if G3 heroes will be still the best archer heroes in the game, right? Here we are looking at the first archer hero, which we are going to get in the 1st December, as I know, and the name is Ruby, right? Talents of Ruby is marksman, PvP, and precision, and whenever we are seeing precision talents, we already like it, right? Because we all know that the highest amount of damage archer heroes are doing is with the precision talents, right? Same goes for Magrat, same goes for Syndrion, same goes for already Nico, and so on, right? Of course, there is some variety, but generally precision means more damage. Of course, here we're gonna review and check the skills of the new archers, right? The first hero will be Ruby, and let's check out the new skills of this hero. Scattering sparks, right? Attack range is medium and rage cost is 1k. Launch a volley every second for 3 seconds. For the first 2 seconds, the Legion launches an physical extra normal attack damage every second against the target Legion and 3 nearby enemy Legions. So we finally read the most important words in this skill section, which means that we are going to deal damage to 3 nearby legions, which is amazing, right? Even a small amount of damage to multiple targets is great. For the last second, the legion deals diffused physical damage to the target legion and 3 nearby legions for 1.1k. So basically, we are attacking 4 enemy legions at the same time, which looks like something special which we have not seen in other archer heroes, right? Maximum amount which we have seen was with Falgrim, and it was dealing damage to 2 targets with the glittering, not with the bolt, right? And here, scattering sparks is going to deal damage to 4 targets, which gives me the idea that this hero is going to give us a lot of merits, right? Of course, if she is going to survive in the fights. I'm already really interested because I want to see what kind of other skills we have on the Ruby, right? That's the Scattering Spark. Let's wait. And the next one is Rising Spirits. When in the field, the Legion gains 20 rage every second for 5 seconds after entering battle. That's already great. Afterwards, the Legion gains 10% march speed and 10% physical attack until battle ends. This effect can be triggered once every 30 seconds. So basically, we are getting more rage than any other archer hero. Basically, this skill is really interesting, right? From both ends, from the start to finish, you are getting some benefits. Of course, amazing benefit is rage, and of course, march speed and physical attack is one of the most important attributes for archers, also with HP, right? Yeah, really interesting. 30 seconds means that for the players who are fighting for a long time during wars, just like me, will utilize this skill even better, right? So yeah, why not? Let's see. Now that was the second skill, and the third skill, any sights Legion marksman units deal 10% more normal attack damage and gain 20% defense. Alright, defense is interesting. Defense is not the highest priority, in my opinion, for Archer gameplay, but yeah, it's pretty unique. Let's see how it will land, right? Not the most important skills from the Ruby's kit, in my opinion. So far, first skill was most impressive. Let's check the fourth skill. Wild Bonfire, passive skill. The Legion gains 10% HP. We already like it because we know that HP bonuses are amazing in Call of Dragons, right? For every single troop type. When dealing damage with a normal attack, which means basically always, or an extra normal attack, the Legion has 20% chance to gain 1 stack of Spark Mark. Maximum is 5 stacks. The next time Ruby fires a volley, she consumes all stacks of Spark Mark. Each stack of Spark Mark consumed increases the volley's damage factor by 6%. Then volley is basically the first skill which we are dealing damage to 4 enemy targets at the same time. And yeah, pretty impressive, right? Buffing the most important skill is a great idea, honestly. And yeah, this hero is going to deal a lot of damage and will get a lot of merits, actually, because AoE damage with the archer, and plus we're gonna have rage, HP bonuses, attack bonuses, weird but defense bonus. Yeah, it will be glass cannon. It will be just deal damage, just purely deal damage, right? Yeah, pretty interesting. Let's check what's the awakening skill it is. Blind Barrage, right? It's a passive skill. During battle, the Legion has 25% chance to launch an extra normal attack against one random enemy Legion within range, prioritizing the Legion that is farthest away. This effect can be triggered once every 3 seconds. So basically, for the first 4 skills, I kind of still had no idea what kind of hero Ruby would be, but I believe in order for players to utilize Ruby, Ruby must be awakened, right? This awakened skill is amazing. This skill is basically the precision talent skill, which gives us extra normal attack, plus precision talent we already have on Ruby. So yeah, in order to fully utilize with Ruby, you kinda have to basically awaken this hero, right? Yeah, the skills are nice. Of course, the most important skill is the first skill, which is the volley, the dealing damage to four legions at the same time, 300 in 3 seconds, but in total 1.1k. Second skill basically is just the buffs and extra rage. The rage is the most important. Third skill is buffs, not that important. 10% normal attack damage, 20% defense. Of course, we would like to have more attack, physical attack, and of course, HP bonus is great, and volley damage factor bonus 6% is the most important buff which this hero can get. And of course, I believe the first skill and awakening skill is the most crucial skills for Ruby's merits getting ability. Extra normal attack is always great whenever we are speaking about archer gameplay, right? So yeah, so far my prediction by 5-1-1-1 Ruby won't gonna do the job. If you want to compare Margaret and Zaida to Ruby, then you have to awaken Ruby, right? Because that's the only way how you can find out if she's getting huge amount of merits or not. But generally, with the AoE damage and this kind of awakening skill, I have a good idea that this hero will be nice. So yeah, that's the Ruby, right? That's the Ruby, really interesting regarding this hero. And yeah, let's check what's next. The second archer hero, which is Kaelan, right? Kaelan is Spring Warden, of course, and Kaelan has Marksman, Garrison, and Support in talents, which is interesting for Archer to have support. Let's check what kind of buffs this hero is giving us, right? The first skill, which is a Swift Ambush, it has a rage cost 1k, attack range is medium. First, a salvo fires a salvo that launches 5 extra physical normal attack against target legion every second for 2 seconds. Normal attack damage factor to so 1k in total in 2 seconds. Alright, pretty medium. The garrison skill, when garrisoning a city or stronghold, the legion has 50% chance to reduce target's legion defense by 2% for 3 seconds each time the hero's legion launches a normal attack or extra normal attack, maximum 10 stacks. So defense reduction, alright, and multiple, alright, yeah, it will be a lot, right? Maximum 10 stacks, each 2%. Okay, let's check the third skill. Legion's marksman units gain 30% physical attack and take 10% less scale damage. Don't get me wrong, but Kaelan does not really look that impressive so far. Of course, I like 30% physical attack bonus in general, because that's a quite good number, 30% for Call of Dragons. But yeah, let's check for skill, maybe that's the one, right? And it kind of looks like the one. When launching a normal attack or an extra normal attack, the Legion has a 50% chance to gain 1 stack of Archer's Mark. Upon reaching 5 stacks, all stacks are consumed and the Legion deals physical damage to the target Legion. Damage factor 1k and ignores 10% of enemy defense for 3 seconds. That's kinda same idea as Ruby's 4th skill, but yeah. Good way of dealing damage, but it's nothing really special in my eyes. I don't know. Maybe just me, but it's, yeah, nice, but not OP. Let's check the Awakening skill. Increases salvo damage by 50%. The Legion gains 3 stacks of Archer's Mark immediately upon entering battle. Regarding these 3 stacks of Archer Marks immediately, it kind of looks like Zyda Awakening skill without this increased damage, right? So it's kind of better version than Zyda's Awakening skill, but all around regarding this hero, yeah, let's go back. Regarding this hero, yeah, Kaelan, I'm not having the best and most high and positive thoughts. I believe Ruby is the one, right? I believe Ruby is the one, and something tells me that Ruby will have something different as a hero pair than we have than Kaelan. But we kind of have to see, right? We kind of have to see. We kind of have to test. Of course, I'm really interested regarding your ideas about these heroes and how they are looking so far. Now, of course, I think Ruby is just PvP. Just go and get merits. Regarding Kaelan, I have really a lot of thoughts and weird thoughts. It's kind of strange. The hero doesn't have a super amazing skill. First skill does damage, but not a lot. The buffs kinda look weird besides the 30% physical attack, and this fourth skill should be the most important, right? The fourth skill should be the most important, and how we are going to deal damage to our enemies. Of course, as an archer main, I will be getting bows, and at least I will try to get bows. But yeah, of course, I'm way more excited regarding Ruby than Kaelan, right? That's my honest review so far. Let's check out the artifact, right? And let's see what the artifact is giving us, because I think artifact will be for Ruby, which I think I'm correct. Roaring Rager, Marksman PvP Assault, both attributes are attacking, which is great, right? And let's check out the skill. Deals diffused physical damage to up to 4 enemy legions in a designated circle. After first second, deals diffuse physical damage to up to 4 legions in the same area. So basically, it's kind of bomb, right? Yeah, we are seeing the gameplay. Now, each volley fired reduces this artifact skill cooldown by 3, alright, and increases the Wilder's attack by 5%. This is amazing, right? This is the artifact which you kind of have to get. This will give us a lot of merits, especially during wars. It looks amazing. The skill, it's like a bomb dropping on your opponents. Plus this additional effect, reducing the skill cooldown. Amazing, right? Right? Increasing attack by 5% for 3 seconds, maximum 3 stacks, 50%. GG's. So yeah, I believe this artifact will be must have. Right? Let's check the exemplar effect deals extra physical damage. That's it, right? Yeah, I guess that's enough for this artifact. And then we got a new archer warped, which is the rabbit, and they don't allow us to see the warped's skills, right? But most important, of course, for archer players, for myself, is the Ruby. the hero. Unfortunately, I'm not really impressed regarding Kaelan, but Ruby looks like a hero which is going to be competing for archer heroes who is getting the highest amount of merits around the battlefield, right? Hopefully, the G5 heroes will be competing against Margaret and Zaida because we finally deserve something better than them because it's been a while since we got something to get excited, right? Share your ideas regarding these heroes, Ruby and Kylan, and of course, new artifact and warped. I'm really, really interested regarding your thoughts, right? And as always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody amazing day, morning, and night. We are going to see each other really, really soon. Bye bye and good luck.